you for the thoughtful consideration you're giving to this bill, AB 2525. Much of the proposed legislation appears to simplify and make uniform the process of voting. However, the League opposes the provision that would not allow clerks to return absentee ballots with faulty certificates to the elector if there's sufficient time for the elector to correct the problem. With the new and more complex procedures for casting a mail absentee ballot this year, there is a heightened chance of voter error. This will result in many absentee ballots not being counted, and as the clerk before me pointed out, the people whose ballots are not counted won't even know, and they may continue to do the same thing in the next election. Current law does not require clerks to return incorrectly submitted absentee ballots, but many clerks do so when there is sufficient time to notify the elector and for the elector to correct the problem. This not only gives citizens a better chance of having their ballot counted that election, but also educates them so they can get it right in the future. It's simply good voter education and service. So the League of Women Voters opposes the bill based on this provision. I will say that our discussion on other provisions in the bill was inconclusive. We didn't have a general consensus. But if the bill were to be amended to remove this one provision, I would happily go back and see if there could be support otherwise. So thank you.
Good, thank you. Representative Stone has a question.
Actually, I might ask the chair's indulgence. You brought up a point that I'm kind of curious about, and I might refer back to our previous clerk. The language that we've been talking about is sufficient time. And phrases like that always make me a little nervous because it's open to quite a bit of interpretation. And, a lot of these things have a fixed date. I guess I'm wondering if you have any, and I'm going back to the clerk, if that's all right. Sure. If you have a thought about what would be, if we could get to something that was more specific than sufficient time, because it seems like it could vary dramatically depending upon the size of the municipality.
Honestly, I think leaving it as the language is currently in the statutes, if there's sufficient time, that really lets it up to the determination of the municipal clerk. You have to remember that there are a lot of municipal clerks that are part-time. So if you put a date on there within 3 days of the election or 5 days of the election, these municipal clerks may not be in their office that particular day. So leaving it with the way the language is right now in the statutes, in my opinion, would be the best.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you.